Thank you. Thank you and welcome to the public meeting of the Compensation Committee of the University of Pittsburgh. First, I'm going to call on Kim Honath. Is there a quorum?
Madam Chair, we've checked the attendance list and there is a quorum.
Thank you. My name is Eva Tansky-Bloom, and it is my privilege to serve as chairperson of the Board of Trustees and the Compensation Committee. This meeting of the Compensation Committee will now come to order. As a preliminary announcement, this meeting has been duly advertised as a public meeting in accordance with the Sunshine Act and is therefore open to members of the public as observers. Actual participation in the meeting is limited to members of the committee and to those the committee has invited in advance to take part. Due to the restrictions in place in response to the COVID-19 pandemic, all university facilities are closed. Therefore, this meeting is being streamed on YouTube and is also being recorded. The recording will be made available via the Board of Trustees website later this week. As was announced, a quorum of voting members of the Compensation Committee is present for the transaction of today's business. The first order of business is approval of the minutes. The minutes of the December 16th, 2019 public meeting of the Compensation Committee were circulated in advance of today's meeting and are included in the meeting materials. May I have a motion to approve the minutes?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments? All in favor say aye, please.
Aye. Aye.
Any opposed?
Aye.
Thank you. Then the minutes as circulated stand approved. At the February 28th winter meeting of the Board of Trustees, Dr. Anantha Shekhar was elected to serve as Senior Vice Chancellor for the Health Sciences and the John and Gertrude Peterson Dean of the School of Medicine and Officer of the University. As is permissible under the Sunshine Act, the committee convened in executive session for the purpose of discussing the compensation for Dr. Shekhar. However, no action was taken at that meeting. I would now like to call on Chancellor Gallagher to present his compensation recommendation for Dr. Shekhar. Chancellor.
Thank you, Eva. So as you know, we elected Anantha to the position of Senior Vice Chancellor for the Health Sciences and the John and Gertrude Peterson Dean of the School of Medicine at our winter meeting in February. That was following the successful conclusion of a national search to lead one of the largest academic medical centers in the United States. And we're delighted to have Dr. Shekhar joining us next week. His delayed start date following that election was June 1st. As set forward in the resolution, the compensation package for Dr. Shekhar includes three parts: a base salary of $1 million per year. He would be eligible for an annual performance bonus with a minimum of $300,000 and up to a maximum of 40% of his then current base salary. And there's also a deferred compensation for the first 5 years. And the way that works is $100,000 per year is put into escrow, invested, and he is not eligible to receive that money unless he remains in that role through May 31st, 2025. To put this total compensation package into perspective, the way the university has looked at this with this committee is to use peer groups to analyze the competitive position of the pay proposal against other similar positions. For this position, the university uses a unique peer group, which is the top funded NIH centers, or universities with medical schools receiving NIH funding. For most other positions at the university, of course, it's the AAU Publics, but not all of those schools have medical schools at this level. So the NIH peer group gives us a mixture of public and private universities with some of the top medical centers in the country. For that peer group, the median total compensation is $1.65 million. and the minimum total compensation or base pay above 1.1 million or about 3. So you can see that Dr. Shaker's first year, his total compensation would be at 1.4, which is slightly below the median of the peer group. And so we believe that this is consistent with the pay philosophy of the university, offering a competitive but reasonable salary. I should also note that unlike Dr. Art Levine, the current incumbent in the position, 100% of Dr. Shaker's compensation will be paid by the university and no cost sharing with UPMC. This just reflects the maturing scale of this position and the fact that the position has a primary responsible to represent the interest of the university with UPMC. And I should also just make a final note that even though Dr. Shaker has not yet started, it starts next week, he has already volunteered to join the rest of the senior leadership team in donating 10% of his base salary back to the university at this time during COVID-19. So I want to thank Anantha for that extraordinary generosity even before he began this new position, and to say how delighted we are to welcome him into the university leadership team next week. So that concludes my recommendation, and the details are included in the resolution presented to the committee.
Thank you, Chancellor. So before the committee is a resolution which would formally adopt Chancellor Gallagher's salary recommendation for Dr. Shekar. May I have a motion to approve the resolution?
So moved.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments? Then all in favor, please say aye.
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 Aye. Are there any opposed? Then thank you. The resolution stands approved. Is there any new business to come before the committee? Hearing none, then this meeting is adjourned. Thank you for the committee and for all of you who are listening. Thank you for joining us today. Please be well and stay safe. Thank you very much. The meeting is adjourned.
Thank you, everybody. Stay well.
Thank you.